Hi guys, Amy here. I want to talk about goal setting and visualization. Likely this is something that you have heard before, but I'm going to break it down and give you a couple of examples to show you, to demonstrate that this is something you do on a daily basis. So that is visualizing action steps towards your goals, but maybe you're just doing them with little things that you know that you already know that you can do because you do them every day. And okay, so let's get into it. And I thought about this because I was taking a yoga class the other day. I've been doing yoga for almost 20 years now. So some postures I'm really strong in, and others just, everybody has challenges, postures that they're good at, just depending on, your body type and injuries and things like this. So that anyhow, there's this one posture that I'm never really able to do, but I always try it, and maybe I'll lift myself into it for like a moment, a couple seconds, but I always fall out of it. And the other day in class, I told myself, I'm going to lift my body up into this posture. Today I'm going to do it. But that was not enough to be able for me to succeed in doing that. And this is just a little thing, like who really cares if I can do this posture or not? I can do all of the other ones. This one's just not, doesn't come easily to me. And that's because of some injuries I have and some tightness in my joints and muscles. And so for that reason, it's hard for me to envision how I need to align my body to be able to lift myself into this pose. And that is why I'm not able to do it, because I can't envision the steps that I need to take in order to get to the end goal. I can envision the end goal, but in working towards your goals, in order to make it happen, you also want to envision yourself taking each step-by-step action to ultimately get you there. Right? Because if we've got the end goal and we're focused on that, this is a positive thing, but how are you going to do it? So we don't want to focus on worrying about how, but we do want to create our step-by-step actions. And then once we know what that next step is, so all you have to know is the next step. You don't have to know step number 10. And I'll circle back to the yoga thing and some other day-to-day examples in a moment. But so once you know your next step, let's say you've got your end goal, so you've got where you want to go, and then because you've let your idea exist and expand, and you're staying open and curious and getting excited, then your first step is going to pop into your head with an idea. Then you want to envision yourself taking that first step, maybe write it down, and then envision yourself taking that step, and then the next step is going to come. So this is how you're going to create the path to ultimately lead you towards your end goal. But you don't want to forget about envisioning those step-by-step actions. So back to the yoga class. So it somehow clicked that I need to envision how I'm going to get my body in the proper alignment to be able to lift myself up into this pose. And in Bikram yoga, we do each posture on each side, and then you do it twice or whatever. So anyhow, on my right side, that's the first side that we did, I envisioned the end goal, myself lifted into the posture, but then I was able to figure out in my head what I needed to do with my body to get it into alignment. And then I did it. I was able to envision step by step and then do step by step, and then I lifted myself up and I held it for like 3 seconds. And then on the left side, because of tightness and an injury, I wasn't even able to compute and to figure out in my mind how I was going to maneuver my body in those step-by-step positions to lift myself up, and as a result I didn't do it. Okay, so this is just a yoga posture, no big deal, who cares, I'll keep trying. But that was a very cool discovery. And now so the same is true with your goals. You want to not just envision the goal, but envision the action steps, envision yourself taking the action steps to get you there. So it could be with your day-to-day work. Let's say you have a big project, or you have a lot of things that you need to get done, a lot of tasks, and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Maybe write down what you need to do, but also just envision yourself taking the actions. And this is really useful. And I promise that you can do it because you do it every day. And I'll give you an example. When you are thinking about making your bed, you're not consciously envisioning, you're not thinking about with intention, envisioning yourself taking the steps to make your bed. But you do it just automatically in your head. You've done it so many times, your brain just kind of replays the scenario. And the same is true when I'm going to go for a run or work out. I've got the goal. It's something I do pretty much every day. I know I can do it. I don't have to envision myself taking the steps to get myself there. But I do it now because this is just a practice that I I practice, that I've adopted. So let's say I'm going to go for a run. I will envision myself running, and I'll envision myself like on that part of the river that I'm gonna get to the end goal, or not the end goal, but the steps getting there. Or I'll envision myself, putting on my running shoes. So I invite you to think about, just to help you encourage yourself that yes, you can reach your goals. And also, though, you have to take action. And it's easier to take action when you envision yourself taking the action in your mind, and you've already done this. So you can think of something that you do every day, and now just consciously become aware of the fact that you are envisioning yourself taking those action steps. So hope that helped. Just wanted to hop on and share. If you got some value from the video, I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel. That will help me grow the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.